International Avenue is a very, very special place. It's a place where you can find a lot of culture, you can find so many different types of foods, lots of local shops. In the early 90s, we noticed that this area had no art. So we took it upon ourselves to start engaging with artists in the area and different cultural groups.
The International Avenue Public Art Project is a really exciting initiative that we're doing in the Greater Forest Lawn area. It's all about contributing to the vibrancy of this corridor through art that's created by local artists.
My practice focuses on process and material exploration. I do a lot of different types of work, from drawing to painting to sculpture.
I am a interdisciplinary artist, which means I kind of do it all, but I'm known for my painting, sculptural work, and performative work.
We make interdisciplinary art. We work with communities and embedded research practices. We're interested in ecologies and our relationship to the natural world.
My goal as a sculptor is to use my sculptures as a doorway into the viewer's imagination.
I work as an illustrator primarily here in Calgary, and over the last few years I've been involved with various public art projects as well, which are a lot of fun. I was especially struck by some of the conversations that I had for those who had come to Canada and built a life here and kind of planted their own roots. That really just resonated with me, that idea of kind of the moment that you build upon. So this work is kind of a visual interpretation of that idea.
My relationship to International Avenue goes a long way. As Blackfoot people, we of course used to camp in this area quite often, usually to go to the Stampede. Kawapomakiks is animals that roam the prairie. In Blackfoot, I was thinking about how we could convey the Blackfoot language, culture, and history. We decided to create corten steel silhouettes of various animals. I thought that animals, after meeting with the kids and students of the area, that animals would best suit that.
We'll be planting a pear tree that will be gilded, covered in gold leaf. So as the tree grows, the gold leaf will crack and stretch and break away, and you'll see the new growth underneath. Around the pear tree, we'll be planting some edible plants and creating a social space with some seating in the area as well.
We were introduced to the local art, to local murals, and we noticed that the topic of dance is a recurring topic in these murals. We believe that dance is at the core of many cultures, and that's how we can represent many cultures. So in our project, the dancing couples are not attached to a specific culture, but they represent cultures in general. And it was developed this way based on our feedback from the community members.
I've just been amazed at what I've discovered as we've gotten to know the Avenue more, and just how much is here. Every door you go into is a whole nother world, and it's just very diverse and eclectic. This concept will consist of a series of illustrated panels mounted on this fence that explore the character and the personality of the Avenue. When you think about something familiar or kind of mundane in a different way, or look at it in a fresh perspective, I think you appreciate it more, so that's part of the concept of this project too.
The funding for the International Ave Public Art Project comes from the Max Purple Line BRT project. So as part of that initiative, 1% of the funding was set aside for public art along International Avenue.
The BRT project that actually brought some more art was extremely important because there's so many talented artists in this area, and there's so much to celebrate and learn from art.
There's a few things I really like about this site. It's kind of an entranceway to the neighborhood, and I really like that it feels like a beginning. I feel that really suits the work that I'm making quite well.
The area that we chose played an important role in the concept. So design is done the way so it will be visible from one side and another side from 17th Avenue.
This space has kind of jumped out at us, maybe because it's It's got lots of openness around it, so there's space for a tree to grow. We thought there might be a natural spot for people to stop and have a kind of social space.
It is next to a transportation hub, so a lot of people will come through this area and perhaps interact with the animals in various ways.
I really like that this spot is kind of right in the middle of the avenue and the bustle and the busyness of it. It's quite a high pedestrian trafficked area as well. The panels will be quite detailed, so that's important as well.
When you hire local artists, you're also hiring a number of other local businesses to bring the art project from concept to reality. So the artists will work with fabricators, with designers, with engineers. We also are looking for ways to support the arts in Calgary as well. And with an entire university that's dedicated to the arts here, we want to provide opportunities for our homegrown talent to really thrive in Calgary.
Long-term vision is really to see more densification up and down the avenue, and also really just to continue to enhance the many positive things that are already here. We have over 35 blocks that make up International Avenue, and so there's so much to do and explore here.